out low blow.
Usyk.
He a Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though.
Usyk's a good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk
He's on the
gonna win.
belt.
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well.
I think that's the great way to cap it, bud. A salute on Usyk, the great Usyk.
Boxing legends strongly believe that Oleksandr Usyk might never lose, thanks to his unmatched ring intelligence and skill. Anthony Joshua pointed out that Usyk doesn't rely on knockout power to win, he triumphs through elite technique, masterful footwork, and impeccable timing. His ability to read, outthink, and outmaneuver opponents makes him a puzzle no one has figured out. That's why both champions and analysts agree, Usyk's dominance is a product of pure boxing mastery, not brute strength.
Daniel Dubois against Oleksandr Usyk. Realistically, has he got any chance? We've got 30 seconds.
Of course he has. Look, it's a tough ask, of course. You know, the thing with Usyk is he doesn't depend on his power to knock you out. He depends on his skill. That's why it's a tough ask, because he's going to box rings around you if you let him. Dubois, good luck. Don Charles, good luck. Great British boxing, good luck. We potentially might have a heavyweight championship back on our soil.
Terence Crawford has openly admired Usyk for years. In every major heavyweight matchup, Crawford has backed Usyk regardless of the opponent. Ahead of the Tyson Fury fight, Crawford explained that
You heavyweight champion of the world. Is it going to be Usyk or Dubois?
Usyk. Hands down.
What? But you seen the first fight though with that.
Usyk.
Right? Did you see the first fight?
It was a low blow. Usyk.
You a lying dog.
I don't know, that blow was
If that blow landed on you like that, you wouldn't say that. You would say what?
Usyk.
You would say it's a low blow if it was landing on you.
Right,
That
yeah.
makes sense. But that wasn't a.
It wasn't low.
No, I'm not mad at the ref for calling that a low blow.
Usyk.
He a Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though.
Usyk's a good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk
He's
gonna
on the
win.
belt.
But the first time before Usyk fought Tyson Fury, did you think Usyk could beat Tyson Fury?
Usyk.
Truthfully, no.
I picked them both times. Stop
No, the
playing
first
with me.
time you picked him?
Both times.
Because you was high on Tyson Fury at one time.
Both times. I knew the movement was gonna give Tyson Fury problems. Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, is a great heavyweight champion, but he never was fighting people that's as elusive as him.
he emphasized that Usyk's boxing intelligence would have served him against any fighter in any era.
What do you think Oleksandr Usyk would have done in your era, the era of Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson? How do you think he would have done against you and your contemporaries?
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well. Very well. I don't think he would have lasted against me because, you know, I throw a mean uppercut in there, and I noticed he gets caught with uppercuts, so he wouldn't have been able to stand up to my uppercut.
Renowned trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas gave Usyk the ultimate compliment, saying no active fighter outshines him. Atlas pointed out that during the fight with Daniel Dubois, Usyk didn't just outbox him, he projected a psychological dominance from the first bell. While Usyk displayed calm control, Dubois appeared confused and hesitant. According to Atlas, it wasn't just Usyk's physical skills but his mental presence that overwhelmed his opponent.
Nobody. He's staring and doing this stare the first fight before the fight, I always say, and he's staring him down. And who breaks it off first? Wow, okay. But it's not just that. It's that after that, Usyk is Usyk. He's the champ. He's confident. He's got his hands up and standing there to the crowd. You know, he's doing this, and you can see Dubois he's like the kid in the party that all of a sudden wasn't included in the games that all the other kids were playing, and he's trying to find his way back. He's trying to find his way back into the games. He's trying to. You know what I mean, bud? You've seen that with the kid, the awkward kid, and he's trying to get back, and he doesn't know where to go. Do I go over here where the kids are? Do I go over here? Do I just wait for them to come to me? And he's lost, and you can see it. And there's the Usyk just like this. And he's like looking at Usyk. He don't know, should I start a confrontation with him? Should I pick up? Should I make up for what I didn't do there? Should I stare at him? Should I look at him? Or should I go back over here? Should I get in front of him? He's a guy that is, he's uncomfortable in his own skin sometimes. And that's at play. Part of that is at play. At the end of the day, what happened was, from an analytical standpoint, they're looking for the southpaw killer, the right hand. They look too much for it. The delivery system, it's got to be there. That wasn't the delivery system that you want, where you're launching right hands, where you're reaching with right hands. That's not the delivery system. There should have been a little feint. Make him make his move back. Make the counter punchers show the counter. Make him show it to, like playing cards. Make the guy show his hand.
Boxing experts now widely consider Usyk one of the greatest ever. After becoming the undisputed cruiserweight champion, he moved up and beat heavyweights like Joshua, Dubois, and Fury multiple times. At 38, Usyk shows no decline, defying both age and expectations. Analysts agree, watching Usyk today is witnessing greatness in real time, and no active fighter seems equipped to beat him.
He's now beaten Joshua twice, he's beaten Fury twice, he's beaten Dubois twice. He's cleared out cruiserweight, he's cleared out heavyweight. He's undisputed for the second time. Every accolade you could possibly do, and he's done it in under 25 fights. We're watching greatness. We're running out of superlatives. We're running out of ways to describe this man, because this was systematic. This wasn't a 12-round beatdown, Chris. This wasn't, moments where Fury has some success, moments where Joshua has success. He dismantled Dubois, who couldn't have been riding higher into this fight, coming off of the win over Joshua, and he knocks him out, leaves no doubt. He's knocking guys out now at 38? Is that what we're doing?
I'm going to go back to the one word that I used, and I went like slightly viral for this last year after the Tyson Fury, I think maybe the first fight. I was like, the guy's unbeatable. You can't beat him. I don't see him losing. He just doesn't know how to lose. The guy just finds a way to win no matter what. And now he's finding ways to win and just separating himself from all these guys. And I disagree. I thought Daniel Dubois came out with a great game plan at the beginning of the round. In round one, he came out relaxed. He was
the first 30 seconds, maybe.
No, the whole first round. Usyk stole it in the end because he landed a big shot. But like the whole first round, Dubois actually looked really good. He backed Usyk up into the corners. He kept him along the ropes most of the time. He was landing hard jabs over the top. If you go back and watch the first round, I've never seen Usyk get hit that way. He got hit with shots as over his shot. Boom, and you saw Usyk's head go down. I was like, whoa. I'm like, this guy's got a good game plan. He's jabbing with Usyk from a higher position and coming over the top of the southpaw jab.
Many in the boxing community believe Usyk's legacy is already secured. His cruiserweight accomplishments, becoming undisputed and winning the Muhammad Ali Trophy, would alone cement him among the sport's elite.
Mentioning those fights, undisputed cruiserweight champion, two-time undisputed heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali Trophy, there's literally nothing else to do. I think the man needs to retire, and I think what I've just said there, that is an all-time great, without even question, resume and legacy. So I think he needs to bow out. But the interview he gave with Ade in the ring on Saturday night, he didn't categorically state he'd retire. He said he's going to go home and rest. He deserves a rest, he's earned the rest. But we don't know necessarily what he's going to do next. I've said I think he should retire, but if he does carry on, what are we thinking? Who do we think he should fight next? Now, I've already recorded a video. It might go up first. I might put this up first, I don't know yet. On Tyson Fury, because he's still trying to peddle this narrative that he beat Oleksandr Usyk both times and he wants a trilogy fight. I don't want to see a trilogy fight with Tyson Fury unless he goes out and he earns it. If he earns the trilogy fight, if he returns to the ring and he fights a Joseph Parker and a Kabayel and he becomes mandatory, fair enough. Fair enough, there you go, you've earned it. I won't gripe about that, 100%. I don't want to see him just jump the queue. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a trilogy with Anthony Joshua, who certainly hasn't earned it. I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora, who technically, although I'm not even going to go there with Chisora, because is he IBF mandatory? Is he not? What's going on there? Don't know what's going on there. But I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora. Although saying that, as much as I don't want to see it, because these are the names he mentioned, with respect, Chisora has probably the best claim to have earned a title shot. Out of those three names, he does. Because Joshua's coming off the back of a devastating loss. He's not fought for almost a year. It'll be over a year by the time he does fight. Tyson Fury, back-to-back loss to Oleksandr Usyk, doesn't deserve a title shot until he goes out and earns one. At least with Chisora, Gerald Washington, Joe Joyce and Otto Wallin, at least he's got some wins together.
Ward, he's punching harder than he's ever punched. Seems to be a different guy. I mean, if you know Daniel Dubois, he's a really lovely fella, big smile on his face. Don't speak a lot, but he always shakes your hand and says hello, and a nice guy. But powerhouse, he can knock buildings down in with his punches. But Usyk's so clever. Usyk's that clever. He's just so clever. You know, though when Tyson fought each other, that was a marriage of minds, wasn't it? It was a marriage of minds, and you know, and everybody thinks he's going to walk through him. Well, nobody's walked through him yet, have they? Have you seen anybody walk through Usyk? Because I haven't.
The seasoned veteran, a rare blend in the heavyweight division.
What it feels like to stand in the ring and fight in a sparring session with Oleksandr. As I said, technical fighter, just absolutely technical fighter, and he has improved much more since we sparred. So he got even better.
If he wins on Saturday, would you like to see him retire then, go out on top?
That's his decision, whatever he want to do. I think everyone decides for himself when is the time to say goodbye.
You just have to ask as well, Vladimir, there's been a lot of talk about, you've had a few conversations with Turki Al-Sheikh, those here in Saudi Arabia, about returning yourself. Is that the case? Do we see you back in the ring maybe next year or so?
So 2025 is going to be very exciting. And, you know, for this question, like, are you...
So Oleksandr Usyk just stopped Daniel Dubois in the 5th round, bro. And honestly, at this point, it's almost, who can you compare to Oleksandr Usyk with? Like, bro, somebody got to nerf this nigga, bro. He stopped everybody in his era, bro, with a big name. Besides Deontay Wilder, but I feel like we all know who we know. But beating people like Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, Tyson Fury, man, the list goes on, bro. And doing this coming from cruiserweight is actually insane, bro. Like, we actually got to start putting him in that conversation to go, because I really don't see nobody you can put ahead of him, honestly, in my humble opinion. I guess you could put Ali in front of him for what he did outside the ring, but inside the ring, bro, I don't see nobody matching the skills of Usyk, bro. He got the timing, his footwork is crazy, he got stamina, like, he got everything that you want, especially in the heavyweight. He got poise, even if he get rocked. Like, he got a chin. Like, the dude got the whole package, bro. So, yeah, bro, somebody needs to nerf this nigga, man. Let me know what y'all think.
That kind of clean dominance over elite opponents only strengthens his case as an all-time great.
Now, I'm not somebody to quickly put someone in the GOAT conversation, but Usyk is making a very, very good case. He's once again the undisputed heavyweight champion, which is an incredible accomplishment in its own right. But the guys he's beat are even more impressive. Tyson Fury looked unstoppable at one point. Usyk has beat him twice. Anthony Joshua was another guy who a lot of people expected to contend for that heavyweight title for a long time. Usyk has beat him twice. Then, of course, yesterday you had Daniel Dubois, a guy who some people thought could beat Usyk on the right day. Turns out the last 2 times he's gone against Usyk have not been the right day. Usyk has beat him. Most recently yesterday, where he beat him again in a knockout. He's undefeated. He's got a 62.5% KO rate. He is literally the undisputed heavyweight champion, #1 in the world. Not much else you can say, man. Usyk is absolutely ridiculous. He's the greatest fighter on the planet, and I don't really think there can be any debates on it at this point. There is not a heavyweight that can touch him. Granted, he is older. I think he's like 36 to 38, so he's actually aging a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see how that impacts him. But for right now, man, Usyk is the guy. Again, I'm not someone who usually wants to put people in GOAT conversations this early, but look, it's about time to have some uncomfortable discussions about Usyk in your favorite boxer.
Tony Bellew, who once faced Usyk, gave a raw and honest perspective. He said Usyk's pace and pressure mentally and physically broke him down. Bellew held on for 6 rounds but admitted that by the 7th, he had nothing left. That slow, calculated dismantling is Usyk's signature. Against Daniel Dubois, he once again showcased surgical precision and control. The fight was expected to be competitive, but Usyk finished it with such ease that fans and pundits were left speechless. It wasn't just a win, it was a clear gap in class.
I think Usyk has eclipsed Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Deontay Wilder of this generation. He's the greatest heavyweight boxer of this generation. He's not afraid to face anybody. You understand? He defeated Anthony Joshua twice. He defeated Tyson Fury twice. He will knock out Deontay Wilder. So he's the greatest boxer. He's the greatest heavyweight boxer of this generation. So he defeated Daniel Dubois via knockout to become the undisputed heavyweight champion again. In the build-up to the game, he went and lose a lot of weight. And his style is southpaw, lefty. So he give you one, So he's the greatest heavyweight boxer of this particular generation. Like, he's just too good.
Usyk has now cemented his status among the all-time greats. His journey hasn't been easy, especially as a Ukrainian fighter who didn't initially get the media attention fighters from the US or UK often receive. British fans were slow to embrace his brilliance. But behind the scenes, Usyk trained relentlessly, perfected his craft, and prepared to shock the world. Now that he has, it's clear, he was never underrated, he was simply ascending beyond reach.
How high is Oleksandr Usyk all-time on the GOAT list? I've seen a lot of debate that he's top 5 already, top 10, shouldn't be in the top 10 yet. So here's my thoughts on it. I think you can put him anywhere from like number 4 to number 10 all-time, but he should definitely be in everyone's top 10. 2-division undisputed champion at cruiserweight and heavyweight, and he probably has the 2 best undisputed runs of the 4-belt era. At cruiserweight, he beat everyone in enemy territory: Glowacki in Poland, Briedis in Latvia, Gassiev in Russia, Bellew in the UK. At heavyweight, he beat all the Brits, mostly on enemy territory twice. Joshua twice, Fury twice, Dubois twice. Of that post-Mayweather-Pacquiao era, I think he's definitely the greatest. Now, I have Usyk number 8. For reference, I have Floyd 1, Manny 2, Ali 3, Robinson 4, Duran 5, Leonard 6, Roy Jones 7, and then Usyk at 8. I know there's a whole debate right now about Usyk and Ali. Of course, Usyk's more skilled than Ali, but I think Ali's resume is greater, which is why I have him higher. But I'm curious to know how high people have Usyk now all time, without recency bias.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.